analytical validity is essentially how good are you at measuring what you're measuring? You know, your quality control processes, your lab processes, your process control, the actual chemistry and biology of the process itself that's associated with your molecular diagnostic. That typically is done in different ways depending on whether you have a kittable product or whether you are in a reference lab where you're the only lab in the world that perhaps is doing the analysis. The second category is clinical validity. That's a measure of how good are you at measuring what you say you are measuring in the clinic. In our case, that's obstructive coronary disease. So how good are we at actually predicting which patients have obstructive coronary disease and which do not on the basis of peripheral blood messenger RNA? The third category is clinical utility, and that's the category that I like to refer to as does anybody care? Meaning, if a physician has your product that is great on analytical validity, it's great on clinical validity, how do they use it? Do they actually use it to change patient management in a way that's different than before your product was introduced? That's really important for a payer to see, because if you're not changing patient management, if you're not changing patient care in a manner that leads to better quality or better outcomes, the payer's not going to be terribly interested in replacing your product or replacing an existing product that they pay for with something new that's not changing anything. Unless, of course, perhaps it's cheaper, and that's where we get to economic utility. So if you can provide as great a quality of care or better, and you're also providing an economic benefit to the payer, that's the home run. That's the home run we're all trying to hit. And so the trick is to find the intersection of those things in your evidence package and to set out on the journey as a company of proving those to the U.S. healthcare system, and hope that if you can prove it to Medicare, that you can also prove it to commercial plans.